Hey guys, welcome to the Writing Music Film Society. My name is Daniel and I'm excited to be here. We are located here at the Chamber of Commerce in Fuquay, Varina, North Carolina. And we are excited because we have an awesome guest here. He's a writer, he's an author, and he has so much ability. So, without any further ado, I'll let him introduce himself.
I'm Bill McDonald. I live here in Fuquay, Varina, North Carolina. Been here since probably around 2013. Moved up from Florida.
Well, I appreciate you, Bill, and I want to ask you a few questions. Let's jump right into these questions. What inspired you to write this book?
Real briefly, I never planned on writing in my life. One morning down in Florida, I finished meditating, took my laptop, went out on my screened-in patio, and 3.5 hours later, I had a children's picture book written.
How many books have you written?
I've published 4 so far, 2 children's books and 2 young adult novels. I've written 14 more children's books, but have not published them yet.
And what does your schedule look like?
Well, I own my own business, but like I said, there are times I'll be sitting watching TV with my wife and I'll say, oh, I got an idea. I'll be back in a couple of minutes. And I want to put a sentence or 2 on my computer. And next thing I know, it's an hour later and I've written a whole paragraph, or I've written 2 pages or a chapter.
Right. What is your favorite place to create your books or start writing?
I have an office in my house. I have one desk set up for my business and another table set up with another computer for my writing. So I have the 2 totally separate.
I don't know if I asked you, but how do you come up with your ideas?
Sometimes they just come to me. Other times somebody will make a suggestion about a topic. Very briefly, one time a woman said to me, she says, have you ever thought about doing a book on dementia?
Right.
You know, and I said, well, no. She says, well, let me just give you an example. What happens if your grandson comes up to your son and says, Dad, Grandpa doesn't know who I am?
Yes.
Is he fooling?
Yeah.
Well, how do you start that conversation? If
Right.
nothing else, this book for young children will at least open the topic up.
Okay. And what advice would you give to young aspiring writers out there?
If you have an idea, I don't care if it's a sentence, take a notebook and jot it down.
Jot it down.
And even if you don't go back to it for a day or 2 or a week or whatever, you get another thought, jot it down. And before you know it, you may have a couple pages of different notes that you can put together as a book, as a story.
Where could our viewers here on YouTube find you guys? What websites are you on?
I have my own website called WMFS.com.
Okay.
And my books are on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, any of the bookstores. They don't have them in stock, but they do have the ability to order them.
How about your books? Let's see, what do you have here right now?
Okay. I have brought, just to show you very quickly, my 2 children's picture books.
Yeah.
These are stories about birds who face the issues that children facing and how they solve them. I have a young adult book on bullying, about a girl being bullied and how she solves it. And my latest book is called Be Still and Listen. It's about intuition and psychic abilities, which we all have, but a lot of young people don't like talking about it for fear they're going to be chastised. Other people, like I say, call it intuition.
Right.
In this story, real quickly, 2 children get gut feelings and strange feelings not to take the school bus. They don't, and they avoid not being in an accident when the bus had an accident.
Okay.
Again, so they learn to listen to what.
Yes. What that voice inside is telling them.
And we all, like I said, we all have it.
Yes.
You just have to listen.
I will recommend you to go to this website. I'm going to leave the website below in the show notes. So click down there in that show notes, like and subscribe and follow him. Go purchase some of these awesome books that he has here on this website. So we just want to thank you for joining us here, Bill. We appreciate you coming in.
Thank you for having me.
And we trust that you will come again and talk more about your business side of things. All right? So, any parting words?
No, just like I said, reading is important. Whether or not you're reading to your young children or you have teenagers or young adults, get them to read.
Yes.
Get off the phones and read.
So guys, thank you for joining us here on Writing Music Film Society. We appreciate having Bill here, and we trust that you go and visit his website, get his products, get his books, and support what he's doing. Thank you guys for joining us, and we'll talk to you again. Bye.